Hey guys, starting to lose my voice, so I think I'm going to probably get these two projects outlined in video form, and I'm probably going to have to quit for today. I think I've made, let's see, 5, 10, like 14 videos today, and I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm looking at the PLE, the Personal Leadership Effectiveness Project. So grab your handout if you have a paper copy, or pull it up on the computer and we can go over it together. 130 points. And this is a personal leadership effectiveness project. I'm just going to call it the PLE, right? It's a course-long, ongoing project in which you'll assess the extent to which you possess the traits, behaviors, attitudes, power, and skills that are linked to effective leadership. You'll also be creating an action plan to help you develop better leadership skills. Each agenda will include instructions for completing your assignments related to this project. Each assignment or report will be roughly 1 to 3 pages and a summary of your findings. These reports will all have the same grading criteria, which you can read below, and follow the same formatting criteria of a well-written business report. So these are just going to work through the course of the whole 15 weeks, or about 11 weeks, because I think the final's in week 13 or something. Anyway, so you're not going to be like doing one, 15-page final report by any means. So collectively, these assignments or reports will fill the project and end with a final submission based on your reflections of personal growth throughout this class and your future plans for continuous improvement. So last assignment related to the project will just draw on all the previous work you've already done and come in the form of a 2 to 3 page summary report, and that's it. You can read the criteria for grading for all the reports. You guys can read that on your own. This is a business writing format, so you'll see that basically 1 to 3 pages, 1.5 for spacing, which is pretty standard now. I try to just pick default, so whatever Word puts out there for you. I think 1.5 spacing is the default now. Well typed, well written, proper grammar, sentence structure, all that good stuff. You always need a cover page, introduction, the body of the paper, of course, a conclusion, and proper citation using Microsoft Word or another citation tool. If you need help with that, go to our course info and resources tab on our Blackboard site. When that opens, the very first folder is written guidelines for this class. You can pull that up, and there's all kinds of resources in there to help you. All observations or opinions must be backed with supporting evidence or examples, right? For example, you should not say, Mary is at the esteem level of Maslow's hierarchy. You should say Mary is at the esteem level of Maslow's hierarchy because she frequently asks the supervisor if her projects are okay. She also demonstrates this level because, right? That supports your thesis that she's at the esteem level. Each assignment and entry must comply with the specific directions for that particular assignment or entry. The assignment schedule you can see is right on the bottom. Excuse me. I am not going to go through the directions. This is one of the big changes I'm making for this class based on student feedback. I used to go through all of these together in the project, but the students asked if I could go through these as they were assigned. And I said, oh, that's brilliant. Why didn't I think of it? So each week that you're assigned one of these, I will grab this handout and I will be going through these instructions specifically. Okay, so I'm not going to do that here. So you can see assignment number 9 is your PLE entry number 1. It's going to talk about your leadership strengths and weaknesses. Excuse me. 35 points. You'll notice that even when you look at the schedule here, 35 points is the most points any one of these assignments is worth. So they're basically walking you through each chapter and the materials we need, having you report on it, and submitting that so that you'll have a lot of good data collected at the end just to write your summary report. And if you go to the next page, you'll see assignment 13 is entry number 2, assignment 16 is entry number 3, assignment 24 is entry number 4, and then assignment 28 is your oral summary. So let's look at that because that is unique. The oral summary, the last assignment basically, is reflections on leadership effectiveness. You have 5 to 10 minutes submitting it through some form of video. I highly suggest you do what I do. you know, I record every laptop has a webcam in it. I have a webcam in my home office here. And I record my videos like you see them here, and then I upload them to YouTube, and then I can just share the link with you like I have been in our Blackboard class. This is a universal way of sharing your videos. Now, if you can do them on your phone and they go through, that's fine. I know students do that, and there's no problem, but it's your responsibility to make sure they open in Blackboard for me, right? So when I go into Blackboard, it better open. Some of you have tried it your own way and it didn't work, and then you said, well, I guess I learned a lesson on what files Blackboard plays nice with, because it's not my preference, believe me. I don't care what kind of video you do, but Blackboard sometimes does. Yeah. So you review all your previous PLE assignments, and you can also refer to your ED assignments. Submit a 5 to 10 minute video summarizing the 6 areas that are listed below. Each section's worth 5 points. I already explained to you, you can use your phone or your webcam. You know, I explain all of that. For all the following questions, support your answers by drawing on materials from the course and examples from your personal experiences. Don't overthink your answers. Just be yourself. And please don't be nervous about making these videos. My gosh, today I actually kind of combed my hair. You know, I mean, I just sometimes don't have time. Other times you're going to see me wearing a beanie of some sort because I'm running with the dogs, or I'm in and out, and I'm on the go, and I'm trying to get my videos done. So don't get too worked up over it. This is very informal. This is where I get to hear your voice about the project. So I really want to see you and hear you and your thoughts about the project and what you've learned. I don't care if the videos are perfect. Like I note in here, you've seen how crazy some of my videos get when the dogs bark or whatever, right? So don't worry about it. So number 1, after learning more about the art and science of leadership, what would you say are your greatest strengths in the area of leadership now, and why? Please give me some examples and be specific. I give you some examples here. Telling the reader you have good communication skills or better communication skills isn't enough. You need to say or support why you feel this using examples. Based on your action plan from entry number 1, entry one is when you're going to create your action plan. How have you improved in the area you identified as your biggest weakness? Number 3, what would you say now are the areas of leadership effectiveness in which you need to make the greatest improvements, and why? Number 4, how will you go about improving those areas? 5, what are the 3 most important leadership lessons you've learned from the course, and why? And then number 6, how will you attempt to incorporate these lessons in your leadership efforts going forward? Pretty simple, right? It's basically summarizing in your own words what you learned throughout the course of the project. Let's see. Oh, well, that pretty much wraps it up. Anything else I want to add? No, I think that's good. Like I said, look through the written handout for all the details, then watch my video, and right away in weeks 1 and 2, I'm asking you to kind of review this, and then I think one of our assignments, you're going to even earn some points by letting me know if you have any questions, okay? So we'll be starting this officially, I think, in week 3. I'm not sure, but I believe it. Wait, when is assignment 1? Yeah, probably week 3. All right. If you have any questions, make sure you let me know. Bye.